Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Blues 1975. YouTubers on the rise, reviewing games rated I and sometimes friends. But Long Blues 1975.
This is Kane on the Commodore 64. It was released by Mastertronic, so it was in the £1.99 range in 1986. I had this on the ZX Spectrum, but I thought I've never played it on the Commodore 64, so I'd give it a go on that first. Depending on how nostalgic I feel playing this, I may revisit the ZX Spectrum version. But I, and everyone else I knew at the time, had this for some reason, and I think it was basically because it was one of those games where the box art was just quite cartoony, but awesome. So it was obviously released on the Commodore 64 and ZX Spectrum, as I mentioned, but it was also released on the BBC, Amstrad, the Acorn Electron, Commodore 16 and Commodore Plus 4. So depending on the version you play, determines the number of stages it has, because there are 4 stages I remember from the Spectrum, which were 2 horse riding stages, a bow and arrow stage where you have to shoot geese, duck, birds, don't know, and then a shootout stage. So you play Kane, which is the name of the town? No, sorry, you play the name of the town. Kane is the name of the town that you are a sheriff in, but also they use the name Kane because it's a reference to the main character in High Noon. So they're kind of wrapping up the whole, you know, Western feel to it. Now, I remember as a kid I could do the bow and arrow stage, barely. And then I didn't know anyone who could do the horse riding stages because they were just brutal. And the reason I'm playing this game is I was trying to remember the name of it in my Back to the Future 3 Commodore 64 gameplay, because they basically stole the entire first stage of that from this game, which was 4 years prior to it, and you could argue just as brutal, to be fair, but it was only £2. There is a sequel to this as well, apparently. Anyway, so we can practice, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to do the practice mode. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to do practice mode because I've cheated. I've given myself infinite time, infinite ammunition, infinite bullets, and infinite lives, because, like I said, this game is brutal. But F1 for practice. So thank God for Small Mercies, because as I said, I have not played this yet. But I do remember it being brutal, so F1, level, I guess we go for level 1. F1 for bow and arrow. Why didn't you make the level select system a bit more fucking intuitive, couldn't you? Right, so this got decent reviews on the Commodore 64 and pants reviews on everything else. But like I said, all our specky lovers, we had it as a game back in the day because the box art was so fantastic. F1, bow and arrow. Don't know why it does that. I think it might be an emulation thing. Anyway. Very quietly, you can hear drums. Hey! Oh yeah, it's got sampled sound effects. Score in the middle of the screen. Above the arrows, they are not obviously an issue. That's interesting. The closer you are to the right, the faster your arrows fly. I don't know if that's intended to be realistic or something. It's all come flooding back. How balls horrifically hard. Can't move my cursor any further to the right than that, probably because obviously that's from I'm standing. Yeah, birdie's killed on the left, birdie's home on the right. As I remember, it's very kind of... I just got 2 for 2 though. Hit or miss with the hit detection. Although apparently I'm a boss. Right, underneath score, those arrows, I mean, how many of those I got to get? Big coin looking motherfucker. Is how many I shoot to progress to the next stage. So, single screen, nice colourful graphics. Obviously, the Spectrum wasn't coloured. My crosshair doesn't reappear till the birds hit the floor. But, yeah, I remember this, even though I never played this version. Spectrum had the same 4 stages, basically. It was praised for its animation as well. Apologies for the background noise. I do live on the busiest road in the West Country, and apparently the Native Americans only know that on their drums. I'm not sure, I'm sure it would have said in the instructions, but this achieves, I don't know, stopping them flying home for the winter or something. global warming. Oh wait, everyone wasn't a gullible fuck back then, were they? So I'm guessing, like it said in the instructions, it would have told you how many you have to shoot. Enough to survive the winter if we had some way to preserve them. Salt them, I guess. Or just have a big fucking shindig and invite all the neighbours. Never played the sequel. See, the closer they are to the right and the faster your arrows are, it just seems more difficult to hit them. And also, expecting a kid to master this whole shooting into its flight path, you know, trajectory and stuff like that. Bit much for a kid, isn't it? I'd like a little thud as they hit the floor. Just saying, game. So, I mean, $1.99, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind indeed. But I liked it as a kid, but like I said, I could only complete this stage. In fact, like I said, hey! They killed him on the way down! That's cool, I like that. You know those killings, they're like double killings? Is it intended to be like that? Don't know. Getting bored now. In the face. So it does appear that the arrow hits them in different parts. Yoink. Oh, you got lucky. And a very cheap haircut. You're welcome. Oh, shake harder, boy. The lower you are, the slower it goes as well. There's a whole trajectory, range, speed type thing, something, I don't know, going on. Admit it, guys, Image Works, Back to the Future 3 people, you totally stole the idea, didn't you? In the face! I mean, budget or not, and being a child or not, I would have still very much been aware of repetition and tediousness. But you know, £2. What are you going to do? Can I progress if I'm on practice? Don't know. Can you imagine if you didn't have infinite arrows though, or infinite time? I don't know if the time counts in this stage. I think there might be more so to do with the horses. Do all the birds have to get to the bottom? Even the one this feather came from? No. Well, there we go. Will you skip me to the next stage, or do I go to the practice select screen? Hey! Right, so, time remains 2 minutes. Obviously this is time then, distance to go 4 miles. Now. Yeah. Ooh, from what I recall, you have to jump. Yeah, this is going to happen, isn't it? Well far in advance of them, but the thing is now I've got no speed, so... Fuck. It's brutal. Oh, this has come flying back. Now, you got to remember, for a budget game, it's pretty good animation. Fuck! What did it say? F1 or restart level? Maybe I don't want to restart the level. Maybe it knows that you have to restart the level because I've lost all my speed. Seriously, how much of a pussy is this horse? Right. Right, I've got to jump as soon as I land, don't I? Oh, shake harder, boy. Oh my god. This is harder than Back to the Future. I didn't even move! Come on. There we go. I give up. Right. I'm going to quit and then we're going to have a look at the next stage. Right. Let's try the next 2 stages again. Because it did not record. So I've got all the cheats turned on and stuff like that. So we go with F1. Now this is skill, isn't it? Right? Let's get this right. This is skill. And then bow and arrow, horse ride, live shootout. Ooh, awkward. So, same sort of style as the original one. Bad guys on the right, left. Bad guys on the left kill, because I haven't killed any. Above that, to the right of that, sorry, is the number of bullets I have, but obviously that's infinite. And then, ooh, more sampled speeds. It's like Cabal. The animation's nice again. So you got to look for the little white silhouettes. They've made effort on the animation, I will give them that. There's one. I thought that was me for a minute. Once you've fired, you have to wait. You can't just have, well, to be fair, you would expect that, because it's, you know, it's a 6-shooter. Hey, this is far easier and more responsive than the first stage. Also, I like the fact, I mean, I don't know why they would try and, or what they were going for on the stage. Well, I got he was ducking, but that whole predicted its flight path, which I guess, because of the speed with an arrow compared to the speed of a revolver, you could argue is realistic, but I'm not sure I won that in my game, so I like this level more. It's alright, graphics. Again, it's $1.99, people. That was a kill shot, come on, that was a kill shot. It's nice and colourful. Be interesting to see how this compares on the Spectrum, but yeah. You aren't doing this without infinite lives, are you? You certainly aren't doing this without infinite bullets. I mean, do you get more bullets every time you shoot someone? Let's have a look. I swear I was off then. But I was on first before I moved it. Is that a car? Or a carriage? It's got to be a carriage, right? Unless we're in Back to the Future 3 as well. Yoink. See, this stage, I mean, obviously, I guess I played. I'm assuming the Spectrum must have a practice as well, because I got weird memories going on of playing this stage. Don't know, but yeah, I like this. Oh, itchy face, keep moving. 2 bad guys left. I've got 2 guns, 1 for each. Who? Oh, there's a bloke on the roof at the top. I saw that. I didn't notice he was up there before. Well, that's a position they could fire. Nice. I mean, I cheated, but nice. Oh, right, yeah. Other side of the screen, other direction, and fuck. You got to get to the front carriage. This is to go 3 coaches, but the more go by, obviously, something's just come flooding back. You can't expect me to land in that gap between the bush. It is superb animation. There's no way you can make that jump. And I'm pretty sure, right, I can't double jump them both. I like the sound effects. No, I'm sure there are people out there who can do this, but as I said before, games is frustrating. I don't plan, and never did, even as a kid, with a less attention span than I have now, of sinking that much of my life into something. when it's brutally unfucking fair in the first place? See, they knew it was unfair because... Well, that's why they gave you a practice mode. It's almost like they thought, fuck, we may have fucked this up a bit, bang in a practice mode. Then they can't complain that they didn't play the game. See, I can't leave it any later than that, or I can't clear the big pile of horseshit. But I can't land and... See? That's my new approach. No, because you need some form of momentum. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking, I just don't have the patience for this. Give up. I give up. Before you say, come on, you're not even fucking trying. No. No, fuck you, game. What the fuck is this shit? Do you know what? Right. To summarise, level 1, fun. Level 3, fun. These two, they could have been fun. Why have you made it so hard? There was no need for that, because you've put effort into the graphics and the animation for a game that cost £2, and then you flushed it away on these two fucking stages. To be fair, I did cheat on the other stages by making it so brutally fucking hard. Anyways, always I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day. If you're going to tell me how to make the jumps, don't care. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.